Okay, this is gonna be my Germany vlog. After Portugal, we decided to go to Germany. First of all, I really wanted to go to Berlin, and Jackie is a dual citizen. She's American and German. So I'm like, perfect, let's visit your family. They live in West Germany near Dusseldorf and like a little town called Lindhof. We go there for a couple days and then we head off to Berlin. We fly into Cologne on my very first ever Ryanair flight. And I was nervous. But, you know, I got it. I had Jackie. I had my little pill, my Ativan. Love them. Thank you, doctors and pharmacists. In Cologne and Dusseldorf are like, I think 30 minutes, maybe 45. But by train, it's fast. So we arrive there. I tell Jackie I really want to see the giant cathedral that they have because it's like this giant Gothic, beautiful cathedral. Or the Dome, as she says. So we ride like 2 stops, get off. We're like running outside by a McDonald's and there it is, the Dome. It's gorgeous. But we're already in a rush. It's like late at night. Jackie's mom is gonna pick us up from Dusseldorf, so we're like, we gotta go. Run back on the train, take our little train to Dusseldorf.
Hello.
That's where Jackie's mom, Miss Birgit, picks us up. We head to Jackie's aunt's house, Miss Heike. That's where me and Jackie are gonna be staying. So we drop our stuff off. We walk down to Jackie's Oma's house, her grandma. I meet her. She doesn't speak any English. I don't speak any German. We had some food there. I think we had goulash. Very good. We have a good night. More storage. This is an old sauna that they turned into like a luggage room now. And then, look how cool this basement is. You go in here. This was an old shower now. Obviously is used for better purposes. We have all the beer. We have like a mini kitchen. So we have the big refrigerator, sink, all of our stuff, a mini fridge, and then cabinets up here. We have a bathroom. We have the toilet, the little sink, which I love. Mirror. I don't know what this is, but it has a lock. And then I'll show you me and Jackie's room. It's very messy right now. It's so messy right now. But yes, this is our process. Bed. This is where all the magic happens. These are all our snacks. Snack tour.
We opened every single one of them. That were meant for a trip.
We
our
did.
12-day trip. But it was just, it's quality control.
Yeah. And this is my favorite thing. We got these, oh, that's right. We got these big bottles of just sparkling water. Because that's the norm here, I guess.
That's the thing. Guten Morgen.
Ooh, we made it to Germany. What's the town?
Lindhof.
Lindhof. We just came from our aunt's house where we're sleeping and we're going to our Oma's.
Yeah, to do some laundry.
And laundry.
Eat breakfast. Frische Brötchen.
We just got back from the German grocery store. We got Coca-Cola, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine.
And Coca-Cola, lemon.
0 sugar.
Of course.
So, crack it open with my thighs.
I can also open it. Okay. And
the lid.
I like yours.
Right? Let's go.
I knew you would. My citrus queen.
Oh yeah. Some eggs. And then the next day, we head off to Dusseldorf. Jackie's cousin, Garrett, I think it's pronounced something a lot cooler with like the German accent. Like Garrett. Maybe. Hope I'm not offending anyone. But I think it's that. He drove us to the train station and he's just the epitome of like in my brain what a German young man is. He has like his glasses on, his slicked back hair, a turtleneck. So we go in his car. It's like a nice new car. You can smell the new car scent. He takes out a cigarette, but he doesn't light it. He puts it in this little thing that almost looks like a wax pen that you would hit. But he puts it in there, and I think it's supposed to light it without it being like a fire hazard or something. But he just starts smoking a cigarette in his new car with like the windows up. So that was funny. I'm in the back seat, Jackie's in the front seat. He's doing that. He has a manual car, so he's like, you know, doing this all along the Autobahn. Low-key
Their bakery is so good.
Hello.
Hello, guten Tag. Again.
We are in Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
Düsseldorf.
It's a little bit chilly today.
It is cold, but we've been walking around. We went to a mall and we got kebabs.
Yeah, we got a really good doona. It's
Doona.
like, yeah, it's just like in a pita pocket. It's so good.
It was really good.
Yeah, then walked around a little bit, got coffee.
But yeah, so.
And yeah, now we're at the Rhein.
Yeah.
And then we got some mustard.
Oh yes, I got my dad some mustard. It was beer flavored. And you got the curry coconut?
I got the curry coconut.
Tonight we're gonna watch some football.
Yes!
What teams
Some
are
football.
playing?
I think Schalke, and I don't know. No. It's is it Dortmund and Schalke? Maybe I don't really remember.
This is that spaghetti ice.
Spaghetti ice.
Yes. We're in the mall.
Strawberry reduction with white chocolate raspeln and the finest waffle wafers in Germany.
Wow. You know what? It's really cold out. Sauna sounds nice. We walk to the sauna. This is my first sauna experience. That's like legit sauna experience. The sauna culture I'm not in tune with yet. I am definitely more in tune now, but at the time I was not. We have our bag, we have on our full like winter attire waddling down to the sauna. We get there, pay like 20 euro to get in. You get these cool little bands. The bands unlock your lockers. You get dressed. Jackie takes a call because during this trip she got a new job and she's like trying to get security clearance. So this kind of comes up a couple times throughout the German trip, but she's calling them. I'm just chilling like in my towel, naked under, and everybody around me. I'm in a small German town. Like it's kind of like a village. So it's not super touristy. So everybody around me is only speaking German, obviously. But it was just funny. I was just sitting there, like a couple ladies tried to talk to me and I just couldn't speak to them at all. We head towards the saunas. We hang up our ropes. I have my little towel around me and we waddle into the first one. So I kind of figured you would kind of sit there naked, maybe like your tits out, you know? But that was not what this was. As soon as we got in there was probably 10 women in there and they have their towels just laid out on the bench and they're laying down. They're laying down like this, knees up, kind of spread open, and just fully naked. Just fully, everything's out. Kind of had to swallow my shock for a second. Obviously, I'm trying to join this sauna culture, so don't be shocked at these. There's naked people all the time. It's normal, you know? That's what I'm telling myself. So I copy them. I lay my towel down, lay knees up, and I just try to relax for 10 minutes. I eventually do get there. There's another sauna next to us that's like even hotter. We go in there, nobody's in it yet, and we're a little confused. So we lay how we were, and then more people come in, and guess what? They're not laying down, they're sitting. So I feel awkward. I'm like, well, I'm just the freak, knees up, naked in a sauna right now. We sit up, we go into a steam room next, and you have like a sugar scrub you put on beforehand, or there was like an almond sugar scrub. I obviously chose the sugar scrub because I'm allergic to nuts. There's like 2 benches and they're basically just pews, like across from each other, and they're wet. And you kind of like sink into it and you're naked. It was a weird feeling. We were in there for a while. I start getting hives because I think like the steam and the almonds. So I leave. We like rinse down our pew, go to a foot bath, go in a cold plunge as well. There's a heated pool, we go in it. It's not really heated. It might be slightly heated, but it was not like a hot tub experience I was expecting. So there's like a hot heated pool and then a normal pool that we kind of hopped in and out of, and then there was sauna houses, so we went in a couple of those and then we're like, okay, time to roll out. We're trying to pack for our Berlin. How many days are we in Berlin for?
Like 5 days-ish?
5 days in Berlin. Of course that includes clubbing, but those outfits are little, of course, so that doesn't take up too much space. Yay. The reason we're cramming is because afterwards we're going on a Ryanair flight to Rhodes, Greece, and you can only have one item. So we have to pack for Berlin and then for Greece, which obviously are different climates. So yeah, it's been a little frustrating trying to stick all of my things in my bag. It's already full, and I still have a dress, a sweater, all of my socks, my toiletries, and my makeup to put in it. My goal is to get one nice sweater there. I kind of want it to be green in case we go out for St. Patrick's Day. I just want like a really nice sweater. So I will also have that I will have to wear on the flight, along with another sweater, my pants, and my big boots, and my leather jacket. So we arrive in Berlin. The Berlin train station is insane, by the way. We walk from the train station to our hostel, which was a bit of a walk, only because I had the backpack. I would not have cared if I didn't have the backpack, but the backpack was pretty heavy because I shoved a lot of things in it. Basically, we make it to our hostel. I think it's called the St. Christopher's Inn. Spoiler alert, there's 2 of those hostels in Berlin, so it might make it a little confusing if you ever stay at either of them. Okay, we made it to Berlin. Our train was supposed to be 5 hours long, leaving at almost 9, and it got delayed until 11. Kept getting delayed, but it was fine. We went on the train. I slept a little bit, but not as much as I should have. We're in our hostel. Jackie's above me this time, so she better not drop underwear on me like the last boy did. That night we saw our hostel was advertising a like cocktail making class. We go to the cocktail making class. We're sitting at this table after the bartender directs us. The guy next to me, I look down at our little feet, and we're wearing the same shoes, our little Reeboks. Same type, the like black stripe. So I mentioned that to him. He's like, oh cute, we have the same taste. And then I look over, because now I'm just staring at people's feet. And the 2 girls across from me, they didn't know each other, but they're also wearing the same type of shoe. I don't know what shoe it was, but they had that. So it was kind of a cool parallel that we had, you know? Alas, the bartender comes and he tells us, unfortunately, we will not be having a cocktail making class because they're too busy. But he made us a giant pitcher of mojitos, which is what we were gonna make. And he gives it to us, and he's still talking to us, so. And he talks to us for like the whole time, so I don't really know why they couldn't do the class. Now the next day, we wake up and go on a walking tour. And I'll give it to Jackie. Jackie loves history. She loves museums. She loves walking tours. And I am not the biggest one on museums. But you know, every once in a while I'll go. Like, if we're in a place for the week, I'm like, yeah, I'll hit one museum. Walking tours I kind of like more. At the square near the Brandenburg Gate, there's this very famous hotel, and in the early 2000s Michael Jackson was staying there, and that's when he like dangled his baby off the ledge. The baby was okay, so it's fine, not fine for, you know, but everything ended okay. But he dangled his baby off the ledge in front of the paparazzi. Anywho, we leave. We try to get more food. I think we tried to get donut, and it was kind of really bad. And then we decide, it's Friday night, we're going clubbing. Obviously Berlin, besides the history, is known for clubbing. Like heavy techno scene. I think we were there Thursday through Sunday. We're gonna club Friday night, take a break Saturday night. Then we were gonna try to get into Berghain on Sunday at like, I think like, I don't know, from the subreddits we were reading, TikToks, mostly subreddits, they were like the best time to go as a tourist to Berghain, like to get in, because it's a really, really hard club to get into, is like between 4 to 8 a.m. on a Sunday, because the club is open from Friday to like Monday at 12 p.m. just like 24-hour. And obviously we're like, okay, the hardest club to get into in Europe, we want to go. In our brains we're like, we're gonna get in. Jackie's literally German, and I have been looking up what to wear to the techno underground Berlin club scene, you know, so we're gonna get in. Anyways, we decide to go out that Friday night. We get vodka and this like weird looking orange juice. Also found out in Germany the W's are like V's, so a lot of the vodka were named vodka of the W. So we got our vodka, we got our weird orange juice and some chocolate bars, and that was my pregame. I get ready in the hostel. I'm feeling myself. I have my little I Am Gia low-waisted pleated skirt. black, obviously. I'm in Berlin, I'm wearing black. Also, that's all I kind of wear. Anyways, I need to branch out. Anywho, black IMG skirt, low-waisted. I have my black corset. It has like a little cutout near the chest. I look really good in it, not even gonna cap. I have on my black leather jacket. Shout out my ex. I found it in my car and I used it this whole trip because it was warm. And then I had this necklace I got off a Depop. It has like a little clock on it. It's like a choker and like some chains, so it's edgy. And then I have some mirrored sunglasses and I do my eyeliner real big and bold. You know, so I'm feeling myself. I feel like I look the part. We want to go to this club called Kit Kat. I'm not sure if it's a gay club or like if it's labeled as a gay club or not, but obviously very LGBTQ plus friendly. It's that, and it's also known for being promiscuous. Some might say it's a sex club. Or like BDSM style club. Jackie's stressed out because she's on the phone with her new job's HR and they're trying to figure out a background check. Our trip, like the day that we get back is the 27th of March. And as she got this job when she was already in Europe, she had to start on April 1st. So she flew back to South Carolina on the 27th and she had to start her job on the 1st of April in New York City. So she was trying to figure out housing, how to do her background check, like all this other stuff, and I'm just chilling, drinking my like German screwdriver and eating my chocolate bar, and I'm trying to be so patient the whole time, but I really just wanted to go clubbing. But I'm being as patient as I can be. Obviously she's stressed out, so I'm just chilling. But we get on our bus, we walk to the Kit Kat club. We probably get there around like 12. It's a long line, but it's not insane. These two guys in front of us were telling me how they're visiting here. As we get closer and closer to the line, they keep talking to us and we're kind of over it. The bouncer looks at them and he says, no, like you need to go. And then he looks at us and he goes, are you guys with them? Me and Jackie look at each other and we look at the bouncer. I say no, she speaks to him in German, but she says no as well. And all the things we were hearing about the club is they're like very particular when they let people in. Like they like you to dress a certain way, don't smile in line, like don't be chatting. Yeah, all of these different things. They also don't like when you're in large groups. The advice that I was told was like go by yourself or go with one other person. So when he says that to us, we say no. We get in, pay the entry fee, and then we get like shooed away to go to coat check. We go to coat check. I kind of look around and everybody in there is taking off a lot of their clothes. Which I don't even care. I was just in the sauna. Like, I'm like, whatever y'all want to do. Like, I'm here in your country, you know? But I take off my coat. People are like either changing into like their club attire or just like taking off their coats and like their shirts. We get our hanger. We get like a little bag and we get our coat check number. And then as we go to give them their coats, he's like, okay, where are your phones? And we pull our phones out and he's like, okay, can you put them in your coat for me? So we put them in our coat. And then they put them away in this giant coat rack thing. So there are no phones allowed in this club. They literally take them. You are not allowed to have your phone, which I loved. I didn't think I would, but I loved it. The only time I didn't was when I was scared I lost Jackie. So we head out to the first dance floor we see. Dance floor has this DJ. He's probably in his 50s or 60s. He's playing his techno. Me and Jackie are chilling. The first like 30 minutes, we are like, okay, older crowd than I thought. Doesn't matter. I'm here to dance. I'm here to listen to techno, so I don't really care. But I am like, would be nice to find some hotties, you know? This lady has a glitter pen. She's like drawing hearts on me, like pink glittery hearts. And then the more we explore this club, the more interesting it gets. We head to a different bar that we see, and then we look to our right, and there's a swimming pool in the club. It almost looks like one of those, you know, the girlies on TikTok in Florida when they're dancing by their pool and it's like in a glass cage. It looks like that, but like plastic. And it's still inside a building, but there's just plastic around it. We go through the plastic, we're sitting. It's still like chilly in the club, but some people are swimming. Like 2 girls are swimming. The only rule for the pool though is that you can't have clothes on. They're like diving in the pool. There's like a little trapeze swing that they get on. There's also a massage table. You can pay this man to give you a massage, like just in front of everyone. We're like nursing our beers because at this point we're not drunk at all and we're just like observing this cultural shock. We see these 3 guys and they keep making eyes at us. And they're kind of cute. Granted, a lot of people at this club were older and or like gay men. So we didn't really have like too much of a pool around us for that, you know? Kind of keep making eyes for like 10-15 minutes. And then at one point they go outside the plastic covering to go to the bar, and the one guy's like, come here. And I'm like, no, come here. Because I wasn't gonna do it. And then he said like, let me get you a drink. And I said, okay, Jackie, let's go get a drink. We meet them. The one guy that I thought was cute is into Jackie. Jackie's also like 4 inches taller than him. We get a round of tequila shots. Then this other guy kind of approaches me. I'm gonna call him David. David approaches me. He's kind of cute. I can kind of vibe with it. We decide to go back to the dance floor. I'm having fun with David. Jackie's like kind of trying to run away from her guy. Jackie wants to go upstairs and talk to her friend that she met earlier. Like, okay, that's cool, I'm gonna dance with David. Me and David are dancing. At one point, he's like kissing me, and I'm like, you know what? We're in a Berlin BDSM club. If the worst thing I do is kiss, I'm an angel. So I kiss him. I'm like sweating at this point. Actually, everybody around me is sweating. People are like literally wet to the touch. We're making out. Eventually, him and his friends are like, we're actually gonna go to Berghain right now. Do you wanna come? And I really wanted to go. But Jackie was up on the loft and I didn't have my phone to text her. So I was like, you know what, you guys go. Like, I'll text you, DM you, whatever platform I had. I was like, I'll reach out to you on there if we end up going. They go. I see his like Instagram story the next day. They got into Berghain, which is just, for me, let me not spoil it. Y'all already know. But they were like 3 Italian straight men. And then I go to find Jackie and I like circle the area of the club 2-3 times and I don't see her. So I was like freaking out, trying to calm myself. You know what? I'll find her eventually. She has my coat check ticket. So even if I wanted to leave and get my phone and call an Uber to like go back to my hostel, I couldn't because I didn't have my coat check ticket. I end up going up to the loft one more time and I find her. She was just in a weird spot. So I find her. I'm like, thank God. She was sitting on a couch and I literally like fall on top of her, like hugging her because I was just like so relieved to see her. We go downstairs, we go to the main lobby and there's like a circle sofa kind of. It's like one of the ones with like, it's like a couch, but it's in a circle and they have like the backs of it is like the center part. I don't know if I'm describing that right, but we're in there. We meet this British man that is so weird. But we're all chilling. We're kind of like looking up at the ceiling because there's a bunch of cool art. Obviously, like some of it's like nudity. And he's chatting to us as we're looking up like it's the stars. We're in a romantic film. Because we also didn't know what time it was since we didn't have our phones. And there aren't any clocks in there. We're talking to this British man. He's like, before you guys go downstairs. It's really cool. We didn't even know there was a downstairs. Perfect, let's take a lap. As we're walking downstairs, there's like this opening, kind of like a little arch, and there's a platform. So the arch is open, there's a platform coming down the stairs. But we look and we see 2 people fornicating. It was the first time I've seen that in person. I felt bad because I kind of kept staring, but how could you not, you know? We go and there's these old hospital beds and hospital equipment. I don't know what time period it was from, but it was like an eerie feeling. And then eventually we find another dance floor. I'm kind of upset we didn't stay, but at this point it was morning time and we needed to go. Get our coats, get our phones. It's like 6 in the morning, the sun is rising. Get up and we start to explore some more of Berlin because we know we're not going clubbing this night. We should have gone clubbing that night, just to preface you. She takes a phone call from her boyfriend. He calls her during this time. I already don't want to be here. And then she leaves me to go talk to him, which I get it. She needed to do what she had to do. But it was just almost comedic at this point. She talks to him, I'm walking around. I'm like, you know what, let me use this time to my advantage. I'm reading up and down like all about the Cold War. She comes back, I'm like, yo, you broke up with him yet? She's like, no, I couldn't. We are here. Then we go to free museum that our tour guide told us to go to. She's like, if you go to any museums, go to this one or this one. She's like, this one, the Topography of Terror, is free. The Topography of Terror. We go to that one, and it's like this really white, sterile building. Every image and plaque that they have are like on these giant white planks that are hanging from the ceiling. So like, they kind of sway a little bit and you're reading just the most horrible things you can think of. Yeah, I don't think I've ever felt an energy like that before. Good morning. It's almost 6 o'clock, but we're getting ready to try to get into Berghain. So we have to be there around 7. I'm trying to be quiet because it's so early, but here's the finished looks. Maybe I have this face, but with the boots. So hopefully it'll get us in. I have my makeup. It's kind of silly, but I'll clean it up. Yeah, and then if we don't get in, I'm gonna go home and take a nap and then celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Eventually, we make it up to the front, and that's where you see like these little guardrails going in and out. We make it there. We're seeing people get in, people get denied. It's bright outside at this point. When we're in line, there's like 4 men, all in their late 40s, 50s. The main bouncer lets them in. There's a group of 3 ladies, all mid-30s. He lets them in. He looks at me and Jackie. Makes us leave. I feel like I'm taking the biggest walk of shame as I'm walking out and like around the long line. Get an Uber. We're heading back to our hostel, the St. Christopher's Inn. We show up and it's the wrong St. Christopher's Inn. Jackie tries to talk to him like, oh, can you take us to the right one? He's like, no, get out. So we leave, have to order a new one. Go back, I sleep. Jackie explores Berlin more. It's St. Patrick's Day also. And she runs into a Vladimir Putin protest. So she had quite the morning while I was asleep. After I wake up, I touch up my makeup and we decide to go to a little Irish pub. And you know what? We have fun. There's a little market outside. We walk around the market. We get a bratwurst, drink a Guinness. Happy St. Patty's Day. We had a little mishap at Berghain, so we're here. Maybe show up later, maybe not. Still having a good time. Still having a great time.
It is still, we're still celebrating our heritage.
Yes, our heritage.
You're on. My only complaint is the best St. Patty's Day carol, Rattlin' of course. They sped up, or like they put it on like 2 times speed. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you couldn't figure it out. The only people in the Irish pub were like Americans, Irish people, or British people. Which like, why are they celebrating St. Patrick's Day? We decide to go back and try to get into Berghain one more time. I adjust my outfit a little bit. I'm in jeans, black turtleneck, jacket. I slick back my hair. I feel like that looks more German, maybe. Jackie's in jeans, a black top, and her jacket. I will say her jacket was kind of like a winter green with fur. This time I think genuinely we might have been able to get in. But I feel like the jacket kind of held us back. We decided to cut our losses and just drink at the hostel bar. That's what we do. One thing that was good, it was St. Patrick's Day and we did meet Irish people. In our hostel when we walked in, there was 3 guys sitting at the table. They were eating subs and I heard them and they had Irish accents and I was like, oh, happy holidays, guys. It's literally like their birthday. One guy's name was Karmic. And they start beefing with the Irish guys that we met because there's like 3 of them and 3 of them. They all decide they're going clubbing. We have a flight at 6 in the morning, so we cannot club with you guys. I'd love to, but we can't. Eventually, both of the groups leave. It was fun to like flirt with them though. We have to leave the hostel at 2:30. We go on our train, then we get to the airport. But yeah, overall, great experience. I will say next time I go, I'm just gonna club every night, and if I don't get into one, I'm just gonna hop around to another. Don't plan on Berghain. Plan on everything else, and then if it happens, it happens. But yeah, definitely would go back to the city. Very interesting city. Loved and hated parts of it. So we got on our plane and then we head off to Rhodes.